All right, guys, how's it going? I just wanted to chime in on this investment stuff that's going on at the moment. You know, this potential investment, minority investment, but might become, the successors to FSG. You know, all the stuff that we've been reading recently, and apparently they approached Jeff Bezos and this other guy, this Facebook co-founder, Eduardo Saverin, I think he's called. Every now and then I like to chime in with my opinions. If you don't see a live stream, maybe you don't get to see some of them. Oops, excuse me. Um, something don't feel right. Something don't feel right for me to do with this at the moment. I feel like, and I've said this previously. As soon as it, as soon as this stuff came out as public knowledge, I thought immediately this sounds very different to like the dynasty investment, minority investment. This did seem more like get a foot in the door. Maybe one day this group, if you like, or this individual, would take it, a bit further and become like the potential successors, majority investors, owners, or whatever you want to call it in Liverpool Football Club. So I always thought it was different. But I'm just a little bit, I don't know, something seems a bit strange to me. Like everyone keeps like, they assume that Bezos, for example, or Bezos, whatever you want to call him, they suddenly become this owner, they're going to become an owner, and everyone's like, well, not everyone, but there's a lot of people out there like, we don't want people like that at Liverpool, anyway. So, but just because someone's been approached doesn't mean, that they're going to be involved. All right, so I could approach a girl in a nightclub. Don't mean I'm going to have my underwear with her at the end of the evening. She might tell me to go and fuck myself. You know what I'm saying? So I just find it a little bit weird because why are we only hearing about Bezos being approached now? This Eduardo Saverin, this Facebook mush, being approached now. Should these people not have been approached a long time ago? I'm not seeing reports saying, oh, they were approached a year ago about it or 9 months ago, especially this Eduardo Saverin. They're making it sound like, oh, it's just happened now. So if the people involved are super, mega wealthy as it is, what are they going to these other people for? Do you know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, get as many people involved, get the money involved, blah, 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 blah. I get it, right? But something doesn't seem right, right? Because in this so-called consortium, there's supposed to be a lot of other people. We don't know who them people are. So how come it's convenient that we're knowing about these big names that they've approached? So they're putting big names to make it sound credible and big and massive, but it don't mean they're going to get involved. It just means we approach them. I'm sure people approach these guys all the time, right? So for me, tell me more about the people that are involved in it, right? What's their wealth? Who are they? What's their background? Why am I only hearing about these like massive, personalities, if you like, in tech? We want these super rich guys. Do you get my point? I don't think I'm explaining myself very well, but I'm a bit suspicious. I'm not saying it's bad, right? I'm not saying it's bad at all, but I'm just finding it's convenient that, it sounds really serious business, doesn't it? This guy wants to he's gone to Bezel. He's gone to this guy to set up face. Fucking hell, he knows some people, doesn't he? But what's going on? Why are we only hearing about these massive names and only approaches? I didn't hear that Bezos and this Saverin, is he Saverin, whatever he's called? I didn't hear him say that they've, approached to be involved. They've just been approached. Why are we hearing about them and only now, like it's only just happening? Like, we want to invest in Liverpool Football Club. Oh, nice one. Now come to the table. Let's have a conversation. Yeah, well, while we're doing that, we're going to go see if he's interested. Something doesn't add up. Who are the other fucking people involved in this? You know what I mean? I mean, I do think on paper, or how it was initially presented, it did sound like, this was a getting in and then taking it to another level. And maybe that's why they want these other people. I don't know. I just want some more. Listen, right? John Henry don't give a fuck about Liverpool anymore. There'll be some of you will think he never gave a fuck about Liverpool in the first place, right? I understand why you might think that, all right? But he definitely thinks about that. But I'm telling you right now, people that I know are telling me that he hasn't been interested in Liverpool for some time now, and that's why it's all changed, right? So apparently, allegedly, rumoured, John Henry don't give a fuck now, period, all right? So he might have given a bit of interest before, but now, not interested, all right? So that's something else that we should consider as to why these things might be happening. I think there's bigger things at stake here, guys, but it's just a case of trying to work it all out. Right, I've got to go do a live stream now. Here comes the grift. If you enjoy my videos on my channel, I've got more coming up for you today. Please, thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. Doesn't cost anything to interact with the channel. Helps the channel. And I love to hear from you guys. I like to know your thoughts and stuff, all right? Honestly, if my opinions change on this, I'll come back with you with another video about it. But that's how I feel at the moment. I just feel a bit like something not right here. Anyway, if you want to support the channel further, there's a channel membership. There's also the love heart next to the videos. That's a great way of supporting the channel. I wouldn't be able to run or provide this channel if it wasn't for the people that are channel members and that do the super chats and super thanks and things like that. Just as fact, all right? There's 3 links in the video description. One of them is my Revolut. That's my fuck it fund. That's my beer kitty. I'm out here in Nashville. I want to go for a pint tonight. If you want to get me a beer, my Revolut link in the video description enables me to do just that. All right. So cheers, guys. Nice one. But like I said, don't cost you anything to give me a thumbs up and a little comment to let me know how you're thinking. All right. Okay, guys. I do have more videos coming up for you today, but first I need to host a live stream. I'll catch up with you soon. All right.